I'm live. I'm reading out of Winged Pharaoh. It's a book by Joan Grant. It's a far memory book. She wrote books of her memories in previous lives. This is playing in the old Egypt in the time before the flood. She is Sekita, who is the daughter or was the daughter of the Pharaoh Atet. He's passed away and her brother has taken over the flail. He is 3 years older than her and she has to do training before she can co-rule with him. I'm now at chapter 14 and it's entitled Temple Counsellors. Every day in the temples of Calm, 2 hours after sunrise and in the evening, those who are sufficiently experienced, although not yet initiate priests, wait in the room of peace beside the sanctuaries, and to them come any in the land who seek wise counsel for the guiding of their hearts. If a counsellor finds that the burden brought to him is too heavy to lighten unaided, then does he pass it on to one of greater wisdom. In villages where there is no temple, always is there a priest to whom the people can take their troubles, so that there is no one in Calm who need be without wise friend and counsellor. When I was 19, Nesera judged that I was ready to become a counsellor of the temple of Atet. In this work I learned much that was of great value to me, for because of my office the people showed me their hearts and told me of all their troubles, with nothing added and with nothing unrevealed. On the first morning there came to me a man who wept and said that he was afflicted of the gods. After much questioning I found that he was a fruit seller in the market, and that he dealt dishonestly with many people, selling them baskets of fruit that was about to spoil. He said that an old woman had put a curse upon him for defrauding her, and every night when he slept, rotten figs rained down upon him, and waited with their sodden pulp. He woke, screaming out that he was being stifled. He regretted that he had done wrong, and he asked me to remove the curse and to forgive him. And I said to him, "The curse was put upon you because of your dishonesty. A priest cannot adjust the scales of Tahuti. Only you can adjust a wrong that you have done. Secretly, by night, you must put baskets of fresh fruit before the doors of all whom you have defrauded. Then, when you have done this, you will find your dreams are calm again." Next there came a man who told me that sometimes his young wife looked at him with unfamiliar eyes and spoke to him in a tongue that was stranger, and sometimes she lay writhing upon the floor. Afterwards, she would forget that she had done these things, and he dared not tell her what she had done for fear of frightening her. I thought that there might be some evil one trying to possess this woman's body, so I took him to the room of Nesera, who told the man to bring his wife to him, and he would armor her against attack. When I got back to the sanctuary, I found a little boy waiting for me. At first he was shy, but soon he was talking to me as if we were children together. He said, "I've been to the sanctuary of Ptah and prayed to him, but I thought I'd like to tell you about it as well, in case he didn't hear me. You see, I'm not quite sure if it's the sort of thing he likes being bothered about." I told him that Ptah always liked being bothered about things, and the little boy looked much happier, and he went on. "My father is dead, and my mother is a linen weaver, and we live with my uncle. I've got a pet rat. She's very beautiful, and she's called Titi, and I love her, but I have to keep her hidden in a box behind the kindling wood, except when I'm out, and then I always take her with me. And now she's ill, and I daren't tell my uncle because he hates rats and kills them and nails them up to a tree by their tails to frighten other rats away. And I asked Ptah to make Titi well again. Do you think he'll mind?" And I told the little boy to bring Titi to the temple and that one of Ptah's own servants would heal her. That evening the little boy returned and he brought with him some flowers he had picked in the fields as a present to Ptah, and he told me that he hadn't needed to bring Titi with him because Ptah had answered him so quickly that when he got home, not only was Titi well again, but she had 6 tiny baby rats with her in her box. That was the end of chapter 14. Have a good Tuesday.